there is a trend of laws in other countries being progressively weakened against law enforcement, making it more difficult for the police to arrest, more difficult to investigate, and more difficult for the state to prosecute and get convictions. It's easier for people to commit crimes due to laxer laws, and it's easier for those who have committed crimes to walk away. The mentality is often one of the individual versus the system, where the system, the law enforcement institutions, are usually painted out to be the villains. Officers feel like the situation is stacked against them, it is difficult to do their job, and this is compounded by a second reason. Around the world, many police forces are struggling to pay their officers adequately. I've spoken about this before. If conditions of service are not good, it will be difficult to attract and retain good people for this tough job. Third, some police forces are also struggling with corruption in their system, arises due to many factors: poor discipline, low morale, poor leadership, amongst others. And we have to guard against all of these developing in Singapore and to make sure that SPF continues to retain the trust of Singaporeans. Finally, a fourth reason, which is unfair attacks against the police. Let me speak about this in Singapore's context. Home team has about 29,000 regular and civilian officers, with another 7,700 national service full-time officers. The police force alone has about 10,000 regular officers and 4,000 NSF. There will be officers who do wrong. The vast majority of our officers are honest, they have strong ethos, strong esprit de corps, and integrity. They go on duty day in, day out, put their personal safety on the line to keep Singapore safe. And so, when we find that statements made against officers or the force are unfair, then we will defend the police officers and the SPF robustly. I think members will agree that the facts I've set out today paint quite a different picture compared with the accusations that were made in the posting and the conclusion that some people had come to last year. I said in May last year at the police work plan seminar, our officers know that when there are false or unfair allegations, we will act quickly and decisively to tell the truth and stand by the officers. And that starts with myself and the permanent secretary and the entire police leadership. We will stand by our officers and defend them. That remains our position. This is a larger issue. We cannot allow what has happened to the police forces in some other countries to happen in Singapore. We will set out the facts, defend our officers clearly and strongly if they have done no wrong. And they must know that that is our position. In contrast to the position in many countries where the police and the public service are often made the scapegoats in public debates.